Gyökeres is obviously coming through eventually. I'm not upset
Yeah, I'm not
about it.
worried.
I know it's coming through. It's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. But what does that mean for Havertz, guys? And again, let's talk about his transformation. I'm going to pull it up soon. Let's talk about his transformation. What
He's so
is
wham.
he even?
I don't
He's
know.
hit the
I don't know
gym.
what they've been feeding
He
him,
probably
but
was
he's too
so
damn
angry.
big. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Those
happened.
people abusing his missus and whatever, and his baby. He
Yeah,
just
it was
got
like
angry,
that.
went in the gym. He's come back. He's looking like an absolute monster. Like, he
Yeah,
looks like he
he
could be
literally
part of
hurt.
WWE,
Yeah,
You get
Batista,
me?
Triple H, and
Yeah,
all
he
of
was
that.
next. He was next to I saw him on the bike next to was it Odegaard or someone, and he was just looking.
But
yeah.
I just see a
Yeah,
picture of him doing that. But
Yeah,
his
doing that.
biceps.
He's
I was like, bro,
crazy.
like,
Man
He
almost
saw,
getting to my side.
yeah.
he's cheeky without his cheeky. I have to let him know, like,
Nah, he's. Do you know what? To be honest, I think he's working hard. He knows that his time at Arsenal could be coming to an end, which he doesn't want. Um, bringing in a number 9, where does he come in? He's a utility man, then essentially, because he can play in the midfield where I don't like him, but he can go up front off the bench. Do I think Havertz is a terrible footballer? No. But it's more like we've all said before, the way it was 65, the highest paid player, this, but essentially, am I upset with him being in the team and coming off the bench, making a difference, change the dynamic, like we said last week? If he can go up front as a 2 with Gyökeres, head the ball down and let him run on, because that's Gyökeres just wants to run in behind constantly. So if you put someone like Havertz, who's a big body, and if he's gone like that now, like if he's holding people off just to kind of nick it back, knock it off, I'm happy with him doing that. I'm happy with him doing that.
It gives Arteta options, doesn't it? Really,
Yeah.
that's what it does. Not because of everywhere that he can play. And we talked again last week about we just want to see Arteta in some games just like throw everything at it.
Yeah.
There could be games where you are chucking both of those up front. You know, you take off one of the defenders or whatever it might be, and you're putting them up there. So I think it makes it harder to predict, because last season we could all guess the team every week, right? Every game you knew who it was.
Yeah.
So, shit, man. That's Saliba next to him.
Bro, he's making Saliba look kind of, you know what I mean? I'm saying. I mean, Saliba's not a
he's
small
looking
guy.
big.
Saliba's not a small
Nah,
guy.
he's
But
I don't know what he's been. It's like, do you remember the Bayern Munich when
Yeah, the
everyone
Bayern
used to
Munich
go
was- yeah,
there,
yeah.
and all of a
Yeah.
sudden the players used to have some transformation and that.
oh, who's that photo of?
Goretzka.
Goretzka.
Yeah, Goretzka. Yeah.
Goretzka
Goretzka
was
is always the
Marga.
one.
Goretzka
Exactly,
used to be
Zuki
Marga
Mars, and then
before.
boom, like you see
All
what?
of a sudden,
Yeah.
man's looking like what's his name? Captain America, Steven Rogers. The fudge. But yeah. Again, I do believe I'm with you, Chef. He needs to show people that you're more than just a utility player. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it needs to be. I want him to be a case where Arteta is thinking, how do I fit him into the side with Gyökeres? Right? Do you play number 10? Do we have to switch formation now that we go into a double pivot? You know, and then play you number 10 because we need you and Gyökeres up there. That's what I want him to do. Like, listen, people keep saying, I think not only our fans, but also every other football fan is saying, like, yeah, he's all right. Like, we can see, like, he's got decent skill set, but is he amazing? Is he a world beater? No. Pundits and other footballers are saying, but this guy's a world beater, so he needs to start doing that now. That's what I think. That's what I think.
And I at least think the dedication that he's shown from getting himself to this size shows that he's got the right mindset. He's got his head screwed on. Because I feel like from when he first landed and how he kind of went through that period where he wasn't really scoring goals, and he finally got that penalty. I think it was against like Bournemouth or something, and then the whole team is kind of like jeering him on. Like, as a striker, you don't really want that on your back, because that's kind of like that treatment kind of makes it seem like you're a little bit like you're kind. It's kind of like a sympathy treatment. You don't really want that as a striker. You want to be seen as like, oh, I'm the guy. And especially when you look at it from the fact that they've brought in a number 9, they've brought in Gyökeres. That says they thought you weren't good enough. Ultimately, as they thought that you weren't enough to get us over the line. As much as they tried to back you, ultimately they thought you weren't good enough. So for Havertz to have that mentality to be like, I got to lock in now. I got to show why I deserve to be a part of this team just as much as any man. As much as they're brought in this guy for 70 million, it actually doesn't matter to me. I'm still gonna be the one who's starting. When we go to Old Trafford at the first game of the season, he wants to be the one who's starting. He doesn't want to see Gyökeres doing his thing. He doesn't want to see the Bane celebration. You know what I mean, he doesn't want to see that because he wants to be that guy. So in terms of the mentality, I like it. I like the competitiveness. I like the eagerness to show, yeah, I'm about it. This season's gonna be my season, and he needs a big season. You know, he needs a big season to show that he's actually. He deserves to be here because if you're looking at hierarchy and wise and stuff, and you see the wages he's on, if you're a player, if you're seeing that kind of thing, this guy is the guy who's the highest earner. I'd be thinking, what's the point? So Havertz kind of has to prove his worth because with the fans, he has
100%.
good rep, but he's got to really show it to his teammates, to everyone knows, to all those around him. He has to show, okay, cool. They didn't really need to bring Gyökeres. That's the kind of mentality I want from him. You know what I mean?
He also doesn't want to get flexed on by Gyökeres celebrating topless, does he? That's
like he scores a last minute winning, he backs on top. Gyökeres giving it the big one. Like I'm looking at him like,
Now Havertz
looking
can
a
do it
bit
now as well.
yeah, nah, could not.
Havertz
but
can do it now as well, man.
Have we ever questioned his work rate? I don't think. I can never sit there and actually say on a pitch he's one of the players where I'm like, work harder, like because he does do what. It's just his nonchalant about it, and it makes you when a play like Mesut Ozil's like that. But then I used to look at the figures and be like, this guy still covered the most distance in the game again. But you know, the way he does it, he makes the game look easy. It becomes an easy target. It's a scapegoat. Oh, he's not but he's run more than everyone else again. So it's like, it's just the way that he does it. But I've never sat there and said, oh, Havertz don't work hard. It's more the way everything's happened. Do I want us to sell him? Not really. But his wages are so high. If we don't win the league again, can you keep him on that salary, hooking up the wage bill? 285k a week. Mad.
Yeah,
Mad numbers.
it depends how he does, though, doesn't it? If he has like his best ever season, then you're going to be like, cool, like, you know, leave it at that. But yeah, I agree. It's apparently some German clubs are kind of looking into it as well with him leaving because of not this summer, but because of Gyökeres coming in. It's like, you know, next summer maybe he goes, and then we look at who knows, Isak or someone like that. But
he's might go Liverpool,
What can you imagine?
Yeah, you never know. Liverpool getting the TK now, so
exactly.